LifeCare Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At LifeCare, they wear their hearts with pride. Their passion is their people. They want you to love what you do and where you do it. Their employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. They invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that they serve. Join the incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
10 feet ahead of you, catch me is something you'll never do. I turn around and I level you, no motivation is needed. Look, I put myself on the pedestal, this is incredible.
Take your fandom to the next level with the official Grizzlies app. Go all access and behind the scenes.
It's got to be heavy defense. That's where it starts for us.
Personalized to where you are and who you are. Get easy access to ticketing, the game day guide, and your own app customization right at your fingertips. Upgrade your experience and download the Grizzlies app today.
There was some sad news coming out of the WWE. Michael Jones, also known as Virgil, passed away. He's a Virginia Union alum, so he graduated from an HBCU. He got his start in Memphis, right?
Oh, man, you're absolutely right. He started in Memphis in 1985.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Funny thing about gas, people constantly complain about the price of gas. Those same people that will complain about paying $2.80 for a gallon of gas
will drive right around the corner. Yeah,
$9 for a cup this big.
Yep, I am people.
Can you believe these gas prices? Give me a $12 cup of coffee.
I am those people.
It's wild out there, man.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity and win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by January 12th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account and be entered into our Grizmas drawing. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
I will take High School Musical with my fifth and final pick because it is a sports movie. You do got to get your head in the game. I love High School Musical. I love musicals. Sports and musicals can coexist in this beautiful world. What a beautiful, beautiful movie. Even though High School Musical 1 is not even the best of the High School Musicals.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Heart Royal Flush Tour 2024. November 14th, FedEx Forum. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. The iconic band returns with special guests. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Tickets on sale now at heart-music.com. Heart with Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Produced by AEG Presents.
Don't worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
The minute you get into a brand new relationship, like magic, you know who really notices just how happy you are, guys? Other women, not your woman. Look how happy he is. I bet I can change that.
Friday, May 10th, FedEx Forum. Get your tickets now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss a Memphis Don't Worry Be Fluffy World Tour.
Let's talk about MVPs.
Let's do it. I went with the Joker.
Oh my God, Nikola freaking Jokic.
Every time I watch him play, I'm so impressed.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yep.
Everything he does works. He can pass, he can shoot, he can rebound, he can drive, he can defend. Like, he can do everything.
He can lead the fast break, and he's like 7-1.
IMHO with Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Wright Johnson, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Once in your life, won't you do what feels right? Instead of waiting for the next big compromise. Stop running your mouth, get out of the house, get yourself downtown and shake it all out tonight.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show will be a Tuesdays with Tony, brought to you by Esco. And man, oh man, did we get more than we bargained for last night with one of the best basketball playoff doubleheaders you will ever see, with the Knicks stunning come-from-behind win against the Philadelphia 76ers, and then Jamal Murray hitting a buzzer beater against the Lakers. We'll go through both of those games and get you ready for what is on deck tonight, as there are 3 more games that are going to be going on. We'll talk to Tony about all of it and what these guys are going through in these playoff series, especially those that are down 0-2. It is a Tuesday. It is beautiful outside. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up.
Once in your life, won't you do what feels right? Instead of waiting for the next big thing to strike. Stop running your mouth, get out of the house, get yourself downtown and shake it all
Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, we got a ton of stuff to get to. It was an unbelievable night of basketball, to say the least. Tony Allen is going to be here with us today, live from Los Angeles, where he needs to go walk around in some Nuggets gear today just to see what the people would say. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senior Sec, Johnny Macpole, Johnny Bearcat, a.k.a. the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Netcarb, John Lance. He is Yogi Roser. Hello, John.
Playoff Murray.
Devin Walker's here. He is the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He is Sir.
And your resident streamer. Go follow me on Twitch, DNWalker55.
Kenny Lofton Jr.
That's me. I wore this shirt today, though, for a special reason. Dallas Wings and the Atlanta Dream, 2 WNBA teams that have already sold out of their season tickets for the season. Shout out to y'all. The W is booming right now.
Wow.
Shout out to give a little love to the W's.
How about that? All right. Tony Allen. Tuesdays with Tony's always brought to you by Esco. That is the spot downtown. You want to go get some unbelievable food and some great service, head over to Esco, right across the street from where we sit at FedEx Forum. TA.
I like all that music these guys got before their introduction.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Rose, I don't know what that was. Rosa was coming into. That was dope.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a vibe check.
I hope that's cap.
It's a vibe check.
That's
It's a
vibe check.
Kevin, that music you got is kind of scary.
Hey, all right. All right, before we get into last night's games, I do want to ask you. We got two teams that are now got their hearts broken and are down 0-2. And I could not help but think about a predicament that we were once upon a time, where you're counted out after you get down 0-2. But you guys went down 0-2. I hate to bring up bad moments, but Chris Paul hit a game winner at the end of game 2, as you will remember. And you did your best to guard it, much like Anthony Davis did his best to guard it against Jamal Murray last night. But then the script flipped. And after you guys had gotten down 0-2, you played that Clippers team and won the next 4 games of the series. So, for a team, if you were going to give motivation to teams that just got their heart ripped out of their chest in game 2 to be able to bounce back, what's the trick to being able to pull it off?
Just stay away from the media noise. Don't watch ESPN because you know for sure you're going to be on the top plays of the day. Just being mentally motivated to go in there, going back home, man, because they get to come back home and, you know, lay in their own bed, relax, play with their kids, get all the hoopla out of their mind, and just focus in on what the game plan Darvin Ham going to have for them. I know for me, when that shot got hit on me, I'm telling you, I didn't turn the TV on not once. If any of my kids turned on ESPN, you was grounded for about 4 days. You know what I mean? It was just one of them things where you know the media going to be talking. You know everybody's counting you out. And but if I could say the least, man, the Lakers, they played their butts off, man. I ain't going to hold you. Like, you can't ask too much more from LeBron, too much more from D-Lo. Hell, he hit 5 threes last night.
7.
7. I mean, he started off first 5 threes, just was on fire. I mean, but yeah, he hit 7. And Anthony Davis was a monster. So
Here's the thing, though, TA. This is the one criticism I would have of them, right? I thought they got to that fourth quarter, and they're still up 10, right? They didn't take one good shot for the first 6 minutes of that fourth quarter. They had like a Taurean Prince, like buzzer beater 3. Then LeBron took those 2 top-of-the-key threes. But, like, other than that, like, they were flying around. Anthony Davis was killing it. D'Lo was killing it, much like you said. And then the fourth quarter, they turned into this, like, LeBron James ISO team. And
they stagnant. Right.
And they got nothing going. And, dude, Davis did not touch the ball in the fourth quarter. Like, they never even passed him the ball once.
It kind of looked like LeBron was trying to put his stamp on it.
Yeah.
You know, he should have probably been playing the back row. Because you look at that game, man, LeBron had 12 points for a long period throughout the game.
But he had 12 assists.
So he was getting everybody involved.
Right.
And I believe when he play like that and, you know, give guys that confidence, I think they hard to beat. But closing that game out and not getting the big fella those touches when he got that stat line, I think it's kind of, I don't want to blame Darvin, but I think Darvin needs to start setting it up to where it's, all right, let's run a motion offense just so we could get that ball back in the post. Or let's run some old high pick and rolls with Anthony Davis so he could pick and pop to that weak side and have an isolation on Jokic. Because other than that, man, LeBron James steady rubbing on his chest.
Yep.
That little offense, I don't think it's going to work, man.
That's the thing, and I wonder if it's just like, all right, that's the trick with having LeBron James on your team. Darvin Ham doesn't get to tell you how to play. Like, you're playing LeBron James' game. Yeah. Win or lose. That's what you're doing.
I put it on Ham, though, man, because, I mean, he is arguably one of the greatest players of all time in some people's eyes. And just to go above him kind of, it'll hurt you both ways, you know what I'm saying? And last night it kind of hurt Coach because, man, we needed to get that ball into Anthony Davis as much as we could, man. He was dominant.
Because if you AD, you just run up and down the court here, and then you get down on the other end, and Jokic is just destroying you.
Oh my
Tomato
God.
chesting you every time, bro. Like, what are you supposed to do?
No,
that guy stamped MVP last night. I'm really riding for Shea to win it, but last night that performance last night, man, it kind of stamped him as the MVP, man. He gave everything he had. I mean, Anthony Davis really didn't have an answer for him, and he was playing good defense, I believe, throughout the game.
Did you see that graphic they put up, TA? It said that he had 20, 20, and 10. And it said that this had been done in the playoffs once by Kevin Garnett, once by Tim Duncan, once by Dave Cowens, and once by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it has now been done 4 times by Jokic. I was like, what the hell? He's had 4 20, 20, and 10 playoff games.
I'm about, well, I can say it. I mean, he is probably the best skilled big man of all time.
Oh,
I
my
would
God.
have to say. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call him the most dominant because you got a lot of guys that like Shaq, Will, they was real dominant. But as far as skill, shooting threes, getting his teammates involved, you know, that guy's, he looked like a point guard in a center's body. You know what I mean? And everything he do is phenomenal.
It's like he has the answers to the test.
Not for real.
They throw everything at him, and he makes the right play literally every time. Except for one time, he made the wrong play, which is when he tried to get fouled on that ridiculous 3.
Aaron Gordon saved their ass.
And then Aaron Gordon saved it, and Michael Porter Jr. hit just a mammoth 3. Huge 3.
Michael Porter missed the first one. He got the second one back, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah.
But that play was a game-defining play.
Yes.
I think if Reeves get that, I think that was Reeves down there. If Reeves get that rebound and they go down and execute, you're looking at a whole different ball game.
Yep.
And that's why I love Aaron Gordon, man. He they Tony Allen to their team. He the glue guy to their team, man. Whether you know it or not, man, that guy. Look at this, Ron.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, but this is right after it. Look,
Yeah.
Jokic tries to get this foul.
Because if you get that ball, you up 3 with 1 minute left.
Oh, it's huge. No, he makes it. Okay, right off the. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is off of the transition. That's the LeBron steal and then the dunk. And then you've got this crazy moment where he just heaves that up, but Gordon saves the day.
See what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
my
if,
God.
if he get that rebound, they go back and execute, hit a 3 or 2, they up like 7. So it's like, man.
Small plays, man.
Little plays, them 50-50 balls. I was just about to say, man, you got to be the man in those areas, man, for real. More dominant. And I don't know, they got a lot of finesse players to me, man. I don't see no gritty guys for LeBron and them team, man. They all those guys either stand in the corner, shoot threes, look at LeBron. And Anthony Davis is the workhorse down there, man. They got to come with a little more grit going back home, I believe. Man.
Yeah, right. And well, now, in fairness, there are a bunch of guys that typically play much, much better at home than they do on the road. Like your extra guys when it comes to the playoffs. And so you were a role player, and yet everybody always says that, and it's true. Like we saw it last night with the Knicks, right? You see Deuce McBride, you see Hartenstein, you see Josh Hart. You know, when we watch, the Nuggets last night, you get Christian Brown coming off giving you big minutes, Peyton Watson making some big plays, et cetera, et cetera. Michael Porter Jr. having a really good game. Why is it? Is it as simple as the cheers versus the boos?
No, man, trust and believe. I don't know nobody who pay attention to the boos. More so, when you coming in with your team, you got that mindset already. It's us versus them. You get what I'm saying? Period. However they thinking, Lakers versus everybody, whatever saying you come up with. But when you go home, I gotta admit that 6 man, it being your crowd, it definitely is a motivation booster. It definitely give you an extra adrenaline to go out there and compete at a high level. So who knows? They get back to LA, man. Like I said, they get home, they get to drive, they route to the game, they get to do some of their routines, some of their superstitious stuff that they get to put in their remedy before playing, and then you go out there and you get your best performances. I know I did when I played. When I came home, I get to ride my car, listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? I get there when I know I'm gonna get there. Say what up to some of the ushers. How you doing? Hey Tony, how you doing? You smacking their hand. You just getting that love. You know what I mean? And
it's comfortable.
It's comfortable. It do something to your spirit, man. You go out there and you play hard, man, because I know Grizz Nation was definitely a motivation for me. So ain't no telling, man. They could probably come back. I wouldn't say they're going to come back and do what we did, win 4 in a row, because we are talking about the champs. But, boy, they got their load ahead of them.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Magic Johnson has spoken too, TS, so they really got to make up for Magic tweeting about him. Magic said he was so heartbroken last night he couldn't even tweet.
It's the first time Magic's been that heartbroken, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. This is when you know Tony is legitimately a crazy person, though. You think about all those highlights, like that whole video mashup of the first team all defense. That's all on the road.
Nobody's cheering for you, bro.
Nobody's cheering for you. You're just
tell you, man, it's gonna be your ball club against everybody. So, I used to love the Bulls, honestly. I remember one time, I know y'all probably remember this. I was so focused in on, trying to just my focus was Klay Thompson. I actually walked through the kids.
All the kids dancers, yes. That became a meme forever,
they
bro.
They need to pull this up. If you guys can pull this up down in the video room, Tony Allen walks through kids dance team.
Oh goodness!
Oh,
hey,
it's so funny.
I didn't realize they was booing me until I looked up at the jumbo screen. I said, "Oh, that's me they booing."
You walk through a bunch of little kids getting their chance to perform.
I thought they was booing the Memphis Grizzlies. I didn't know what was going on.
Bro, you look so locked in that video, too.
And I'm trying. Trust me, you got to have that tunnel vision focus.
Not tunnel vision where you're going to ruin a kid's performance. Come on.
And I even till this day, I feel so bad for that. I tried to get a little man some dap.
Yo, find that video, dog.
Here it is.
Watch it.
Here it is. Tony Allen ruining the kid's performance.
Dancing like him.
Look at him looking around.
But that's the focus you gotta have, man. I mean, oh man, that was so bad. I tried to get a little man adapt though, man, and try to pass them. Man.
Were you wondering why they were dancing, TA?
They were booing him so hard.
Man, I was just looking around like, what the heck? Did somebody walk in from the Memphis Grizzlies or who? Like, who? What's going on? And then I see it the next day. It's a lady. She was like, you. I'm like, man, I should have gave them folks some tickets or something the next game.
Hey, who did you think had the best one on the road? Oklahoma City, Golden State. Who else you guys play? Clippers. Play Portland.
Well, Oklahoma. It was I had a lot of fans, and then I couldn't really tell in Oklahoma because I got so much love. But I have to say, like I said, I had to say Golden State. I've never been booed that hard a day in my life. That was pretty extra right there.
They hated you for that. All right, so when you are, if you're the Lakers, obviously they got to go super uphill. And here's the deal: I think we're now to the point where it's like, can they win a game? Can they win a couple of games? Because when you put yourself, I always view this through the prism of you've played 2 games, you're down 0-2. So now if you split, that's why it's so daunting. If you split those first 2, you've got to win the rest of these 3-2. You got to win 3 out of the next 5. That's not a big deal. 4 out of the next 5 is like damn near impossible against a good team. Mm-hmm. It really is. Like unless you've got something that you feel like you have figured out. Like I'll tell you this, that Clipper series, when I think back to it, you guys got your ass kicked in game 1. They were Lob City, throwing, dunking, doing everything, right? By game 2, you guys proved you could drag it down into the mud. You could make that game like an 80s, 90s, and I'm talking about the score being like in the 90s. Like you could play that kind of game against them. And then, truth be told, you were just able to drag that game. You were allowed to make them uncomfortable, not beat you in transition the rest of the way. And so you flipped the whole series. That seems like something that's not in the cards for, like, if you're LA, you're sitting there going, okay, it's not like you got them to play your game, and so now you figured it out. Like, I don't know. You're going to regret not winning that game forever.
Mm-hmm. I think the approach Darvin Ham probably going to take, if I could just kind of compare it to what Lionel did, Coach Lionel did, he's going to show some of those clips, where, okay, now this is where we lost the game. You know what I mean? But then right before we get on that court, he's going to show you everything that we was doing, to make that punch in the mouth first, to make our hit first harder. You get what I'm saying? And that really just not getting discouraged at this time. Just coming in there, not having no excuse. I saw some of the press conferences, they were trying to blame the refs and things of that nature. Listen,
dude,
y'all the underdogs. Y'all the underdogs.
That was terrible. LeBron bringing up a third quarter foul.
Yes, bro.
Come on.
That was kind of.
Bro, you had the rock at the top of the key to seal the game, bro.
D'Angelo Russell got fouled in the third quarter. That's what he's talking about?
Yeah, and D'Angelo Russell crashed out on Discord last night too, bro. Talking about it.
What?
He was on Discord wilding out.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, he was wilding out last night.
I mean, over a foul in the third quarter?
It's LeBron. So you remember last year, I mean, it was the Celtics game when he got fouled and they didn't call it, and he complained about it. And ever since that moment, how the free throw discrepancy was so large between the Lakers and their opponents. And I guarantee you that, I mean, that's what he's trying to do is set this up.
Well, let me just say, that was bogus, and it became more bogus when they went and reviewed it.
Yes. Yeah. It is bogus.
It's
it was absolutely a
100%
foul.
a
He hit him in the
foul.
face. Like, it's a foul.
And for them to review it and not call a foul is crazy, and it would irritate me too. But you can't be talking about that after
It
that
was the
game.
third quarter.
Come on. Yeah.
If he crap, you know the old saying, if he crap, what the baby gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. You on the road. You're not expecting to go in there and get no calls. No way. You're gonna have to beat the refs. You're gonna have to beat the Nuggets. It's like you playing 8-on-5, and you gotta have that mentality anyway. Going into those hostile environments, man, ain't no excuses. Let's go in there and get some buckets. Like Devin said, it boiled down to LeBron James being the superstar that he is at the end of the game, and he didn't fall through on his keenness. Is what we
He
call
was
it.
wide open at the top of the key for a trade to seal the game. You bricked it.
He missed his shot.
He
Jamal
missed the
made his shot.
Exactly. They left for 44 seconds.
I gotta get a Lakers credit though, because it seemed like after Jamal Murray missed that dunk, like they took the spunk out of Jamal Murray early.
Yeah.
You didn't see him get that block. And so for Jamal to come back and just, seal a victory, it shows you never test the heart of a champion too. So this is gonna be an interesting series, man. I'm looking forward to them playing their next game in LA.
Yeah. All right, so let's flip to the other one. The Knicks Sixers. I mean, that is one we will never forget.
Bro.
The end of that game, and they're up 5. And these poor, now I feel so terrible for the Philly announcers. I really do.
Oh, because they said
they thought it was sealed up. They're talking about tune into the post-game show. It's going to be a fun one and whatever. And then all this happened.
All right, look. Okay, timeout. Timeout. Right now. Timeout. Timeout. What are we doing? Why they not? Y'all see Nick Nurse? Look. Hold on.
Nick Nurse said he tried to take a timeout.
No, he did. You can see it up there. He does the timeout. He does it.
He did the timeout, bro. That referee right there missed that on that.
All
watch this. Okay, this is a shot. Now watch Nick Nurse. Timeout. Timeout. Look at him.
Boom. Right there, he's calling. But like, dude, you gotta run down that sideline.
I'll say this: you have to run down that sideline.
You gotta run down and do it.
He is calling the timeout, but once that ball gets inbounded, he stops. Yeah. And then it's a free-for-all, and nobody ever has possession. Like, to me, I'm not bitching about the timeout. I'm bitching about Maxey getting mauled.
Yeah, he did get tackled.
That's what I'm bitching about.
Not Kyle Lowry.
I mean, they grabbed his jersey. I mean, they fouled him 2 or 3 times. They did foul him. So if you want to complain about the refs at the end of that, I'm all for it. The Nick Nurse thing, like, it's all chaos right then. The idea that that a referee is going to be paying attention to Nick Nurse unless Nick Nurse is running up in his face, to me is
run out the coach's box and get a tech.
Yeah, no. I mean, do you see Spoelstra and Doc do it all the time?
Right.
You're going to see me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think he needs to be. I think he needed to be more profound because they're not. They can't hear you.
Nah.
It's pandemonium in there, and it's all chaos. And here's the other thing. Also, fight. Like, they got bullied, bro. They swallowed their whistles for sure.
Yeah.
But that was all bully stuff. There's 4 guys there to get the rebound. Hartenstein just wanted it.
Jumped through 4 dudes.
Dude, that Knicks team is filled with Tony Allen.
And then the ball even still came loose, and Anunoby picked it up and threw
Kyle
it out.
Lowry acted like he got hit by a rocket.
Yeah.
No, it's seriously 5 Rottweilers.
Yeah, there's some dogs, bro.
I love watching the Knicks, man. I love them.
Do you love this team, Tony? I love them.
I mean, yeah, they the grittiest team in the playoffs right now, I must say, man. But what's hurting me is these awesome performances by Joel Embiid, and they not executing to win these games down the stretch, man. It shows who the tougher team while they're at home.
But one of the things I say, and Embiid said we're down 0-2, and they complained a little, but then he said we're going to win this series. I don't put it out of the realm of possibility, and here's why, right? The Sixers' record with Embiid and Maxey was unbelievable. It's going to be huge test to try to beat that team 4 out of 5 games because they got a bunch of dogs. That being said, if I'm being positive, all right, so do you think this should be a positive or a negative? Just hear me out. Embiid, unbelievable, except for the fourth quarter. Maxey, unbelievable, especially in the fourth quarter. And they went on this like 18-6 run, flipped the game completely. Maxey had 11 of those. And so I would look at it on one hand and say, my best players, they can't do anything with us. I'm getting nothing out of Batum, nothing out of Tobias, nothing out of Oubre, nothing out of Buddy Hield, nothing out of any of them. Those guys will all be good when we get back to Philly because all those role players for New York were great, but their star has been bad.
Brunson's been
2
horrible,
games in a row, and we've got that on lock. So here's the question, Tony, in a long-winded way. Should I look at it like Brunson's been terrible and yet the Knicks still have gotten 2 wins? Or should I look at it as cause for pause because the Knicks are not able to slow down the best players for Philadelphia, and yet Philadelphia has been able to slow down Brunson, and you're just not going to be able to do this if Brunson's shooting in the 30% range.
You're definitely not going to be able to do that. But what sticks out to me is all they did was took care of their business. They won at home. You get what I'm saying? And he played a bad game, which tells me that those stars for Philadelphia, they need to get those others involved. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They need to put some life into Batum. And I'm just looking at Tobias Harris. His play,
ski mask.
And pay is, oh my goodness, how does he make that much money and only get 10 to 12 points? Why is nobody talking about this, man? They just roasted Ben Simmons for all the antics he came with, but what's up with Tobias?
No.
Like, he X Factor. He the one that's that extra, I want to say 19 to 20 points that they missing out of that third wheel, man. For real. Like, it blows me every time I look at the roster.
If we look back, and we could probably put the video up of that last play, put up the first DiVincenzo miss where Hartenstein gets a rebound. Look where Tobias Harris is.
play the video.
Tobias Harris is literally standing next to the rim. Literally standing next to the rim. Watch it. Look where Tobias.
Where's Tobias?
Watch. You'll see him.
He's body screen right now.
No. Watch when he goes in right after the shot. Right, he goes into rebound, and you're going to see the miss.
Look at him.
And you're going to see it come up.
Good box out right there. Okay. All right.
That's the make. No. That's the make. That's the Brunson make, right?
Yeah.
So watch when it gets back out to DiVincenzo. Look at this. All right, look where Harris is.
All right, he's right there.
Oh no, Tobias!
Man. You got to get that ball.
Yeah, bro. Jimmy Butler was right, y'all. Jimmy Butler was right, TA.
Tobias Harris instead of me.
Yeah.
And even just somebody saying that, I would be ready to be cracking every chance I get. He just got too much J. Cole in him, man.
Whoa! Hold the phone. TA, come on, bro.
I like that.
He kind of look like J. Cole, though.
He does like J. Cole, bro. He does.
But I'm just saying, he need to be more aggressive. He need to, have a chip on his shoulder. Like, you got all that money, you ain't been an all-star. You get what I'm saying? You Jimmy Butler done called you out. Like, you are, man, come on, bro. You don't even take advantage of your opportunities is what it looked like to me, man. If I made that much money, Chris Vernon, you know what I'd have told Zebo and Mark? Get y'all ass out the way. Watch out. Get y'all ass out the way. It's my turn. I got something working right here. Let me cook. That's the new first. Let me cook.
No,
I ain't think out of him. I don't see that out of him.
No,
bro.
I mean, look, it's the difference between players, right? Like, you see, look, the difference between Tobias Harris and Josh Hart, Tobias Harris is the more talented player. Josh Hart wants it.
Yeah.
He just has this refusal to give up anything to you. He is going to defend every possession. He is going to fight you for every 50-50 ball, and he is going to crash every rebound. Yeah. Josh Hart has 28 rebounds in 2 games or something.
Yeah, 15 last night.
He's to Tobias Harris. You know where Tobias Harris is from?
New York.
He's from New York, bro.
Yeah.
You're in the playoffs in the Garden.
Yeah.
By the way, hey,
come on, man.
You didn't play a playoff game in the Garden, did you, TA? Because that jump was rocking last night, bro. The camera was shaking.
I never played it.
No, the Knicks were terrible when you were in Boston, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, they had. It wasn't.
You say they were bad.
You had the Carmelo year, though, right? There was a Carmelo year that they were good, I believe.
No.
No?
Oh, I played in Boston. I think it was under the Murray's Stoudemire Act. Marbury, Francis, and all those guys.
Oh, okay. Because that guard, bro, I was like the guard. I would have my TV turned up. That jump was rocking.
By the time Carmelo didn't get to New York till 2011, so he was already here.
I
Tony's
gotcha.
already here.
So, hey, the bang, and last night with that DiVincenzo one, we got the Mike Breen bang, bang. That's when it's the biggest one. Bang! Bang!
Oh, yeah.
The double bang.
The double bang. You ain't got many of those. Curry usually gets those, and that's like it.
All right, who do you feel better if you're on the team? Do you feel better if you're a Sixer or better if you're a Laker?
I like both of those positions. Honestly, because
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Are you? Hey, if you're on the Sixers, are you worried about Embiid? Because Embiid looked like he was, bro.
Yeah, he can't.
He
move
last
around.
leg right now, bro. He last leg right
He
now.
can't move around.
I agree with you on that. But you could use that to your advantage. Now that I'm on that scout report now, they know I'm dominant. They know I'm gonna knock down threes. They know I'm gonna get in the paint, draw fouls. Now I can ease the game down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna give me a few assists early. I'm gonna give me a few driving kickouts early. I'm gonna bait these guys into understanding that they are fearful of my scoring. Okay, now late fourth quarter, my knee probably feeling a little better. I can dominate and get these wins to my how I want to do it.
You think he's got to take it easy early?
Yeah, he can't just because he do a lot. I ain't gonna lie,
He do a lot, bro.
He demand the ball. You know what I mean? He out there banging. He trying to get fouls. He doing a lot, man.
And then by the fourth quarter, he's not even running the entire length of the court. He's just shooting threes
You see
and
it.
fadeaways.
Like, it almost make him look like he lazy. Like, damn,
Right.
is he tapped? Is he exhausted? Is his leg gonna stand up? No, if you got that much energy in those first 2-3 quarters, like, okay, just pace yourself. Let's try to instill some confidence in Tobias Harris, which you really don't need it. But those are going to be the guys that help you get over the hump. Batum, he just had a big game not too long ago before the playoffs started.
Right, the play-in game.
Batum went crazy.
Yeah, the play-in game won it. Yeah, like, come on, let's get him back cracking. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what he's going to do for you defensively. He's a veteran-savvy defender. You get what I'm saying? So going back home, like I said, we got the crowd behind us. Man, Maxey, he's showing you he's a rising star in this league. I would be surprised. Well, I'm definitely going to be surprised if he don't make an all-NBA team. And I don't know. I like
and that length on the other side. You were talking about Batum, Harris, like any of those like long guys that Philly's got. They're all giving Brunson a problem.
Yeah,
like they are. Ja went through this. You remember when we played against Minnesota? They would like start throwing the long guys at you. Yeah, you don't get to just go against Mike Conley anymore. We're gonna make you go against big length on a regular basis, and like you're seeing, this is where Brunson's diminutive stature is coming into play because he is not getting to face the opposing point guard unless they screen off and he can get a Maxey matchup. Other than that, he's having to go against somebody like a wing. He's having to go against a wing, and it's hard.
Man. Philly need it more than they do, because if you got those grinders over there going into Philly getting you a win early, man, that could be scary. Philly could be out here sooner than we think.
I just saw a stat. Embiid had 10 rebounds in the first half. He didn't have a rebound in the second half at all.
He didn't have a rebound?
You see what I mean?
He's not near the rim.
He had 8 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. Didn't have a rebound the rest of the game.
He just doesn't even jump.
No,
he can't.
And you got to have somebody like when you play a team like them. Everybody got to be to the boards, bro. Everybody,
because they're flying. Yeah. And look. Hey, TA, our group text, it went crazy last night over Hartenstein. Jaren brought him up as a guy who was underrated in the league last week. And, of course, everybody's antennas are up. We need a center here, and he's a free agent. And, dude, he made 2 critical game-winning plays. First, the offensive rebound, which was monumental. And then he's the one that blocked Maxey on the drive.
He got Maxey on the drive, yeah.
Big block.
I mean, those are two game-sealing winning plays. I think we're in love with Hartenstein over here. How about you?
Oh yeah, that brother, man. Hey, listen, he all right with me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You said he a brother, TA.
He is.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that. That's why I said that brother. You understand? Meanwhile, he play hard, man. You can't ask for nothing else, man. He giving you that motor that your team needs. He's a lob threat and definitely gonna hold his hat on the defensive end, man. He ain't one of them guys who you got to throw it down there and need a couple of touches. No, his motor is ran on getting stops, blocks, and setting hard picks.
And he's a dog too.
Yes.
Like he's
Pitbull.
in the mix, right?
Pitbull.
I'm starting to love Hartenstein. Where did he go to college? I don't even remember Isaiah Hartenstein in college.
I think like St. John's, I want to say.
Really?
I want to say St. John's. I may be wrong.
I honestly do not remember him in college.
If I'm right, I'll be so happy if I'm right about that.
He went to.
Am I right?
He did not play college.
Yeah, no wonder I didn't remember him.
He's from Oregon.
Germany, right?
He's from Eugene, Oregon. He was born in Oregon.
But his isn't it like one side is German and one side is
so in 2008.
But it's like mixed.
Yeah.
I think it's like a mixed dad and a white mom.
Yeah,
I
his
think.
mom is white. His dad is German and black.
German black dude is crazy.
So he moved to Germany when he was in 2008. So he never played American college basketball.
He moved to where?
Germany in 2008. He was born in Oregon in 1998. In 2008, he moved to Germany.
When he's 10?
Yeah, he started playing professionally in 2015.
Pops was a professional basketball player too.
Hey, I saw a podcast. He was like, once all the guys on the team found out I had, some black melanin in me. He said, "You see the change." He said
the dap got different. The dap got different, bro.
He said it went from "How you doing? How you doing?" to "My boy." I was like, "Yo, that's funny." But no, he's a hard worker, man. We love him, man. I ain't gonna lie. But
all right, so here, Zach Kleiman, go get him.
Please,
let's just do that.
If he keeps doing that, he could cost way too much.
So
no,
and they won't let him go.
No.
It's bad.
Yes.
Yesterday price ain't gonna be today price after he get out of this series.
They probably take him instead of what's Robinson's contract status?
That's
are they able to roll both of them?
Yeah, that's my thing. Is just get one of them. I'm cool with either one.
Hey, Tibbs wants him though. Tibbs wants to keep him.
Oh yeah, the dogs.
Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he a dog.
Man, they ripped him away. They got him for nothing, right?
Yeah. So he's $14 million.
Hartenstein's $9.2 million. It's this year. Is the last year. It's
no, but didn't they pull him away from the Clippers or something? For nothing.
Mitchell Robinson is a player option next year for that's Anunoby. Mitchell's got 2 more years after this year, which is actually perfect. That's the kind of deal they love. 14.3 and 12.9. Yeah, Hartenstein's 9.24 this year. Dude, but Hartenstein's going to get like $17 million. Maybe more. If he keeps playing like this.
I need him to chill out then.
You get the New York hype. Like,
there's no question you get New York hype.
But we ain't seeing that play float around as much as the small plays, the block and the.
Oh my God!
How old is
he? He's probably
25.
Yeah, 25.
He turns 26 in May.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Boy, yeah, he's the best. These the best years to come for him too with that motor. Yeah,
how good would he be next to Jaren? Buddy. I mean, they're probably gonna keep him. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That thing's going to get expensive over there.
But if you
with Anunoby and Brunson, and I mean, it's going to get expensive.
They're going to have to keep Anunoby for what they gave up
for sure.
Yeah,
and they're going to have to pay him an absolute fortune.
Yes,
in order to keep him. I don't know. I mean, look, I tell you this: the price goes down if they can't get anything done. In the if all of a sudden if we're playing a game 7 in New York City. Price goes down. This stuff switches so quickly.
Yeah.
Right? That once upon a time, the most sought-after big guy or the one that everybody was going crazy over was DeAndre Ayton when he's playing in the finals against the Bucks. 2 years later, like, nobody wants to touch him.
Nah, he's a bum.
It's literally 2 years, though. 2 years ago, he was the guy in the finals.
Yeah, Perk was hyped. I remember Perkins being hyped on him.
Who, DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah, he said something to where he was one of the best big men since he said, but yeah, it turned out as soon as he got that money, man, a lot of guys change when they get that money.
Hey,
you start the real characters when they get their bread.
Have you seen Paul Pierce since he got named on the greatest of all time list?
Oh my God!
Have you seen him since?
No, is that probably why I ain't heard from him in the last 3 days? Yeah, they didn't say. Yeah, he probably somewhere enjoying himself. Ain't no telling. Yeah.
Somebody in the NBA, you know, that he's talking about the players poll, and they asked the players who the greatest player of all time is, and Michael Jordan won the poll, and then LeBron was second. I think Kobe was third, but one person voted for Paul Pierce. A current NBA player said the GOAT was Paul Pierce. Got any ideas?
Wait, man, get off my boy, man. He probably the first guy that I want to say made the step back crack.
Hey, what current player would you guess? Because it's anonymous, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Who could we foresee? Is it somebody joking or somebody that actually thinks Paul Pierce is the greatest player of all time?
It got to be a joke, man.
It's
You know, the way these trolls are going on today, man.
It's like Tony and his All-Star vote.
Yes.
It's a great example there because, hey, sometimes people just be like, man, I don't want to. Why would you ask me that at this part of the season? You know what? I'm going to put Paul Pierce. One of those situations, man. But, man, Paul, just to put some respect on his name, man, hey, he was a monster, man. I ain't going to lie. He was definitely a part of the reason why I was able to, you know, stick anywhere from 1 through 15. You know what I mean?
I feel like his public persona has hurt him.
Yeah, the Instagram live kind of messed him up.
You know, and then him going on and doing the, you know, I was better than Dwayne Wade and when he was on TV. And, like, I think that Paul talking has made people forget how amazing Paul was.
For sure.
Yeah,
Sometimes it happens with guys, right? The more they talk, the less. Then people start hating on you when the guy's career. I mean, he stands on it, man. I mean, that guy was a multi-time All-Star, NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP. Amazing. He's an amazing player with a bona fide Hall of Fame career, and yet he's talked so much that people like. You know,
he was a 3-point champion in the All-Star game too.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's a 10-time All-Star, bro.
And people discount his career.
10-time All-Star Paul Pierce.
No, he's amazing.
I feel like Draymond kind of ruined him too, TA, when he said they don't really love you like that.
Yeah.
You ain't get no farewell tour.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Or when he threw his jersey in the stands and they threw it back.
Yeah, that was funny too.
But the problem is Paul talks about himself like he's so great that then people want to poke holes in it, right? Like he's not a stitch of humility, but that's why he was great.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey, Paul used to say this. Paul used to say, "Hey, man, I'm too cool to be embarrassed."
Yeah.
So guess what? Hey, my confidence gonna stay at an all-time high if he's feeling negative. Nothing can humiliate him. He's just ready to roll at all times, man. For real. Shout out to Paul Pierce.
Yep. All right, we're going to get to these other series on the other side. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to knock out the games that are coming on tonight and see what Tony thinks about those series so far. Chris Vernon.
Thinking about challenging this. Oh, no, across the face.
Connecticut.
This is an actual good shoe.
Yeah, it looks like
this
a
is
good shoe.
real good shoe.
What you think about him, KJ? She likes Cheetos.
Like Cheetos?
Yeah,
You
or
like
nay?
You like Cheetos?
For kids, yeah or nay?
That's what I mean. For kids,
For kids,
1,000%.
yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, if I was still playing basketball, I played in brightly colored shoes. I wore pink shoes a lot of the time or purple shoes. Like I like that. The Sneak Fest Show live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Lindsey Harding has gotten a chance to interview for the Charlotte Hornets vacancy.
She's proven that she could coach on the men's side. She's done a fantastic job and got this G League opportunity and was Coach of the Year. This is fantastic for women's basketball.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Elevate your hotel experience in the heart of downtown Memphis at the Westin Memphis Beale Street. Our AAA 4-diamond hotel boasts spacious guest rooms and suites, refreshed meeting space, upscale dining, and more. Just steps away from the sights and sounds of Beale Street, FedEx Forum, and the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum. After a full day of work or play, retreat to your hotel room or suite featuring luxury bedding, a contemporary bathroom, a spacious workstation, complimentary coffee, and a flat-screen TV. During downtime, you can take advantage of perks such as our on-site fitness center, 24-hour business center, and upscale dining at Penny's Nitty Gritty. On your next visit to downtown Memphis, make the Westin Memphis Beale Street Hotel your home away from home.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
It's more fun to be there live to see the Memphis Grizzlies hit the court all season long. From the electricity and FedEx Forum to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Grizzlies basketball. As the official marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ticketmaster gets you in with a huge selection of seats. So get off the couch and into the stands while you still can. Score tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com. Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. That's why we're looking for team members to help us reshape the steel industry for a more sustainable tomorrow. Our edge starts with you at www.bigriversteel.com/join to join our dash team. That's www.bigriversteel.com/join to join our dash team.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by January 12th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account and be entered into our Grizmas drawing. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Hey Grizzlies fans, turn your stadium excitement into betting action at Southland Casino Hotel. As a proud sponsor of the Memphis Grizzlies, Southland brings you more gaming action than ever before. Step onto our massive casino floor stretching more than 2.5 football fields. Slot enthusiasts can enjoy more than 2,300 machines from penny slots to high limits and play the hottest games like Aristocrat, Dollar Storm, Cloverlink, and Lightning Cash. Table game aficionados can feel the thrill of the felt with 50 live table games. From 3-card to blackjack match, we're ready to deal you in. Plus, don't miss stadium gaming for an interactive digital experience. And for high rollers, our high limit room is calling your name. Go big on 6 high limit blackjack tables or spin one of our 54 high stakes slot machines. Throw in 8 delicious dining options and a 300-room high-rise hotel, and there's plenty to keep you going. At Southland Casino Hotel, the gaming excitement never stops.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app, presented by Caesars Sportsbook. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Microphone 1 2 1 2. Pack the whole place out. Watch what I do. I've been all around the world. Watch me make these moves, and I did my way.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Show is always brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. You can go to your app store. You can type in Caesars Sportsbook, and you can download it for free. You can use it legally in the state of Tennessee. New users get up to $1,000 back as a bonus bet if you lose your first wager. Using the code GCM1000, GCM1000. Caesars Sportsbook. All right, no, pull it up. I have not looked at him today.
Guess
All right, we're doing a little guess the lines. All right, TA, you there? We got Tony?
Right.
All right, we got Tony. All right. All right, give me the first game.
First game, 6:30 p.m. Central, 4:30 where Tony is. Suns T-Wolves, game 2.
All right, I will say T-Wolves 4.5.
No.
All right, what do you say? What will the T-Wolves be favored by, Tony?
I got the Timberwolves winning by like 9. 9 to be exact.
I don't think he knows how this goes.
All right. What do you got?
I go T-Wolves. I go 5.5.
What is it?
It's 3.
3?
It's 3.
Oh, set off the alarms then. That means it's a zigzag. That means that people, they think that.
All I want to know is who is these psychics that
they're setting the lines.
They call them the psychics.
They're just trying to get people to bet on it.
And they're good at it.
somebody and say, "Oh yeah, they're gonna win by 5 tomorrow." What?
It usually happens here. You see them? You see all those nice buildings in Vegas?
Yep, they're close.
There's a reason why they built them.
They're close. All right, what's the next game?
Pacers Bucks 7:30 Central, 5:30 where Tony is. Man, those games are early out there.
All right, I'm gonna say that's because nobody works.
Yeah.
Let me.
They're all TikTokers.
It was crazy. Last time I was in LA, I was like, "How is everybody watching this game? How?
Yeah.
How?"
Trust me.
And then you go to like an office building. There's nobody there.
Nobody's at the office.
There's nobody at the office.
They don't work.
No, there's nobody at the office. People go like they stroll in at like 10 and then they leave at like 2.
Yeah.
And that's the day.
Like, go make TikTok.
It's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Whoa. Speak for yourself.
All right. Let's see. I'll say Bucks 5.
No.
All right.
I go 5.5. I go 5.
What do you say, Tony? Bucks are going to be favored over the Pacers by what?
Man, I got the Indiana Pacers. What you would say? They gonna win by like about 4.
You think the Pacers are going to win?
Yeah, I think the Pacers are gonna win.
Okay.
Tyrese bounce back. Tyrese bounce back.
Of course.
He took 7 shots. That's abysmal.
I mean, Damian Lillard was busting his ass. I mean, he was shocked. But he forgot about the smoke he had when he did the Dame time. Remember
right.
Halliburton?
Yep.
In that little in-season tournament?
Oh,
and
yeah.
He did but he didn't know Dame Lillard still had that in his mind. Like, okay, I ain't forget. So now this time, I think Rick Carlisle probably going to get that ball out of Damian Lillard's hand, and he going to make some of those other guys beat him. It won't be one of those 35-point first halves again. I guarantee you that.
I was at that in-season tournament, and it was crazy because everywhere you went in Vegas, the NBA was promoting Halliburton, and then he put on the show of all shows. Like, it was like, oh, my God, here's our new NBA superstar. And then since he's come back from injury, he has been crap.
Him and SGA, the Plants, Dev.
The Plants, bro. The Bobby Altoffs of the
Plants,
NBA.
but they don't sell jerseys.
They don't sell jerseys.
The NBA wants them to be.
All right, what's the number?
1.
Jesus.
Milwaukee -1.
Oh.
You can get it at 1.5 at one spot, but it's 1. Generally 1.
Maybe Tony's right.
I don't understand that. Now, you know the Indiana Pacers are man, they're going to trap the hell out of Dame Lillard. Man, listen, they is not going to let him just come in and just bomb 3. And the pressure going to be on Dame, too, to hold it down and try to make that same like performance again in game 2. And I don't think it's going to happen, man. Rick Carlisle is a great coach, and I'm sure he's going to have his defensive strategy to a T tonight.
What is he telling Hallie, though?
Hey, two of your former coaches are on the other bench, Tony.
Yeah.
Doc and Jaeger.
Yeah, but my homeboy James Johnson is on the Pacers as well. So, I mean, it ain't no loss.
Your homeboy James Johnson, you guys still keep up?
Yeah, that's my homeboy.
Shout
out James Johnson. He just died his head blind again, too.
Did you see they voted him the most likely player of the game?
And I got an alumni, Maurice Baker. He's a player development coach. And another Chicago guy that's a real good friend of mine, Pargo, one of the Pargo brothers.
Wait, and they're all with the Pacers?
They're all with the Pacers.
Did you see in that players poll we talked about earlier? James Johnson ran away with the player you would least like to fight. NBA players overwhelmingly put James Johnson number 1.
Mr. Kick your ass. He would definitely.
Have you ever seen him kick somebody's ass?
No, but I saw his temper get up to one of the most highs, and I had to calm him down a few times on a few occasions. But anybody that they say could jump up and kick the rim with the bottom of their feet.
Wait.
They don't say that.
Who says that?
They said he could kick the rim.
Yo, he could jump up. He could run and jump up. And kick.
No way.
Like, what is? Like in a kung fu movie?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Bruce Lee, yeah. Like he could, like I'm telling you.
That's ridiculous.
I think he's like a 3rd degree black belt in something.
He is.
3rd degree black belt.
Or something, or like trust me, you don't want no smoke. He'll act like he about to fight you and just kick you in your shin. You'll be out for 3 weeks. That pressure, man. Trust me and believe.
Oh my God! All right, so Tony likes the Pacers to even that series up, and then what was the third game?
So we got T-Wolves -3, we got Bucks -1, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock where Tony is. Dallas at the Clippers. Tony, you going to the game?
No way.
And no, them tickets is kind of cheap. I ain't gonna lie. Them tickets like about $900. Them ain't nothing like them Lakers tickets.
It ain't a Lakers ticket.
You can get in as low as 40 bucks.
You checked in on it?
Yeah, I think front row was like $950.
$950?
Tony, we need you front row.
$900 doesn't even get you like on the same street as crypto for a Lakers game.
You being in the front row for Mavs Clippers would be amazing.
Yes, in a Grizzly hoodie. In a Grizzly hoodie.
Do it, Tony.
In a Grizzly hoodie, please.
No, it's about time to go take this joint to the cleaners right here.
You've been wearing it too much?
This thing, yeah, I mean, this is my jacket out here. No, hey, but one thing for sure, too, for certain, I did run into one of my homeboys the other day, PJ Tucker. Shout out PJ Tucker, man, and he spoke highly of his ball club, and I think I believe him, man. I think the Clippers get out of here with another win, 2-0. I think the game will probably go. They'll win by 9 tonight.
9's your favorite. Why do you keep saying 9, bro? You just gonna keep saying your number, bro? We know you were number 9, bro. We know. We won't forget about you, TA.
All right, I'll say they're favored by
the Clippers.
Yeah, I'll say 1.5.
Yeah, I give them. Yeah,
I think the Vegas is going to think that it flips.
What do you think? What do you say?
You got it
on the dot.
It's 1.5 everywhere.
Yeah,
it's one
I
like
think
3 or 4
Vegas
places.
Is
It's
gonna
1.5 at 3 or 4 places.
Yeah, I think Vegas is trying to say that the thing is going to flip because.
At 9, call me for the locks. Now I'm gonna start setting up my Instagram so I can get the locks. Y'all can call
the locks.
Hey, and they were they got up 30 in the first half of that game. So let's start with that one, the one that's being played out where you are. Look, man, earlier in the season when we were there was a home game here and that I walked out of, and I was like, look, I think outside of Denver, the best team I saw was the Clippers. And that was right when they were cracking. Harden had just like figured out how to be the point guard. He was making Zubats awesome. And, Kawhi's playing off of it and George is playing off of it. And then these 24 games since the All-Star break, James Harden had shot 38% from the field and 30% from 3. And I was like, well, he's garbage now. Mm-hmm. So he's just giving up. And then he turned back into James Harden for game 1. It made it look like he was just coasting and did not care at all about those last 24 games because he was absolutely awesome in game 1, and he made Zubats awesome as well, right? Because Zubats just killed the Mavericks, just killed them. And I don't know, man. Like, I was pretty persuaded with how good they looked in game 1. I mean, they were up 30 in the first half.
I was too. And just to credit to your point about Harden, he probably was thinking that because over the years in the playoffs around this time, he go missing, man. We all seen him go missing before. So I think he had this in his mind to, you know what, it's my time to change the narrative and let them know what James Harden is capable of. Let them know that, I was at once the face of the league, averaging the most points in the game, had every kid in America doing a step back, and I think he saved it for that challenge, going up against some of your stars like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, but what surprised me was Zubac. And that's who surprised me. I thought Gafford would have been able to handle that action down there, but man, Zubac made that Gafford kid look like a little boy.
Boy. And also,
and he got hurt too.
I'll also say this for Zubac, like those previous Clippers Mavs series, it's just been a get him in every pick and roll with Luka. And he held up. Mm-hmm. Like they're blitzing it, and they figured out a way to play him and have him dominate the paint and not get exposed on defense.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's showing in the pick and roll. Some coverages, he helping on the drive and getting back to the roller. I mean, anytime you could do that for a long period of the game, man, hey, listen, you're going hard on both ends. Trust me. Well, James Harden is phenomenal.
Well, and that's the other thing. We've talked about how the stars are able to be stars, but the other guys don't do it. Like the Mavericks, none of their other guys did anything. Dudes, nothing.
Cardio, LA Fitness.
And they've got to figure out a way to have those other guys be involved and other guys be dangerous, because it can't just be, look, you get 30 points out of Luka and 30 points out of Kyrie, and then nobody else do anything. It's the same exact thing that's going on with the Suns. They've got to
your turn, my turn. Your turn, my turn. Look like almost
it's like pickup ball.
That's right.
Can't win like that. I don't like that. Yeah, pass that ball to PJ Washington, man. Come on, man. Come off a few of these screens. On the weak side, when this roller coming, hey, TJ, what's his name? Tim Hardaway Jr., man, get ready to shoot this ball, man. Let's get a little more drive and kick actions, man, instead of this crossover, step back, that Larry Bird shot, man. Come on, man. Kyrie Irving, New York hot sauce dribbling, and one mixtape. Like, come on, man. Let's pass the ball, brother.
You sound like Tim Hardaway, bro. Tim Hardaway was hot yesterday. He was talking about they need to move the ball more.
Well, dude, I mean, like, you're watching some of these, and they become these ISO-centric teams, and it's like, that's fine if it's Anthony Edwards in the third quarter and he's just cooking everybody. Mm-hmm. Other than that, like we just talked about, we started off the show talking about the Lakers game. Bro, how many possessions in the fourth quarter did you see 2 passes?
Not many. It was a lot of just Bron just dribbling.
Long jump shots, too, though. Long jump shots. Yeah. Like, that's what kill you. The long jump shots, they get the rebound, they push it right back down your face, man. It's like, come on, man. You at the 3 or 4 of those misses and they score, like the lead is cut from like a 20-point lead to now they only down 9.
And that's the difference. That's the difference with them and, like, say, the Nuggets. They'll run that pick and roll, but pass it 3 times off of that pick and roll until they get a better shot. With the Lakers, it's 1 pass. Literally 1. Maybe 1.
Maybe 1 pass.
Hey, I told you, when LeBron get to doing this, he get to rub his chest. It's about to be a long jump, a step to the side jump shot, man. I'm telling you.
And that's the thing with Dallas. Dallas has to move the ball.
Yeah.
They've got to get player movement. They've got to get ball movement.
What did Kyrie go from the field?
Kyrie went 10 of 18.
Yeah, he was good.
8 of 9 from the free throw line.
And what Luka went from the field?
Luka was 11 of 26.
See what I'm saying?
In a kind of inefficient a little bit. He got 26 shots, 33 points. I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just say you.
But that's the line you want. You want it taking 26 shots to get 36 points.
Yeah.
No. For you would play those games against like Durant and whoever, and we'd look at the end of the game and we go, all right, maybe he had 35 points, but it took him 28 shots.
And you didn't go. You wasn't efficient as you normally be. You ain't getting no 14 for 21.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
And that assist column went crazy because he only had 6 assists. So you let him get to 30 as long as he ain't got 15 assists, right?
Who was the primary defender in that situation?
It was kind of switching up. I mean, it was a little bit of like Terrence Mann, a little bit Paul George,
Terrence Mann.
Those guys, kudos. They did a great job on putting multiple bodies on them. That's what that says right there to me.
Well, and the other thing is, so if we switch to the other side, which is that Phoenix game, Phoenix, who's playing against the T-Wolves, they've got the issue of not getting their best players off. So then not only did they not get their best players off, they didn't get the others off either, right? Like nobody. And that's because Booker was abysmal.
And I'm going to tell you why Booker was invisible. The boy Jaden McDaniels. Boy Jaden McDaniels locked Booker up. Let's call it a spade a spade.
Hey, you know who the 2 Tony Allen All-Stars are so far when I've been watching these? See if you can guess them. McDaniels is one of them. Do you know who the other one is? And I'm talking about, like, made a star's life absolute hell.
I think another one.
It's.
You gotta have to refresh my memory.
It's Lou Dort.
Yeah.
Lou Dort. Oh yeah, shout out Lou Dort.
Dude, he put Ingram in hell.
Yeah, with torture chamber, what they call it, right?
Yeah, the torture chamber. Like,
oh my goodness,
dude,
that's tough.
Hey, it is good. And dude, Ingram was 5 for 17.
Yeah, he was struggling.
And you can push him off his spots because he's skinny.
He was like, bro, get this dude away from me.
I know. Like literally no airspace. It's the same thing.
Did the awards come out today? Or
no, they've only announced finalists.
Okay, all right, yeah, because he definitely I could see him being on an all defensive team.
I did hear people regretting it. I was listening to some podcasts, and there were I listened to one podcast where one of the hosts was like, "I so regret not having Lou Dort on one of my all defense teams after watching that game." And he's like, honestly, the last spot came down to him and Herb Jones, and I gave it to Herb Jones. And he's
I can't knock that neither.
No, Herb Jones super deserves it. But it's just you should have made a spot for Lou Dort as well. And there are some of these guys, right? There are some of these guys that are like these defense first. I know that they'll say McDaniels can knock down some shots and Dort can knock down some shots and Herb can knock down some shots. But these guys, they're out there because they can lock people down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Especially Jay McDaniels leading that race, man. That guy got a little bit of Tony Allen and Scottie Pippen in him. And it ain't a surprise that those guys are the number one defense in this league, man. Alongside with Rudy Gobert, who probably might be another defensive player of the year.
So here's the thing with Phoenix. The Phoenix thing is they have to me, Tony, they got to figure out, and this may be just making him see two guys, and that is they got to figure out how to slow down Edwards or nothing's going to matter, honestly, because he cannot be the best player. He can't.
Q-Boy is cooking.
It's got to be Durant and it's got to be Booker, and those probably have to be the two best players in order for Phoenix to pull this off. But I know this thing for certain. They can't have Edwards being the best player in the series, and he was for sure in game one. That was crazy.
Especially at third quarter, he had 18.
Oh, my God.
What was you thinking when you saw Ant going off?
I mean, he looked at like a small Kevin Durant. I'm used to seeing Kevin Durant do that. Like, you know what I mean? And just for him to have him as his best player and go at him like he went at him, hey, man, his mentality was seek and destroy, man. I don't need nobody telling me nothing about nothing, but just give me the ball. His first name was give me last name ball.
What'd you think about him yelling old ass N-word at Kevin Durant?
Hey, I loved it because Kevin Durant, he like, okay, now I see how I got to come. And in some games, somebody, like, it always take that guy to give you that first punch. And it looked like Kevin Durant needs to respond immediately. You know what I mean? But I was surprised, like, Devin Booker didn't get off. It was surprising, man. But like I say, Jay McDaniels, that was his assignment.
You know Frank Vogel is going to, like, I trust he will make drastic adjustments to what took place in game one, right? There's part of me, and see how you feel about this. You know, we talked about that Clipper series earlier where you guys were down 0-2 and came back and won 4. You guys got your ass kicked in game one. I almost feel like the more drastic swing takes place if you do get drilled in the first game. Like, if the first game is close, then both teams get to go look at everything they did wrong in game one and then make those adjustments. And so I don't think it necessarily favors anybody. But I feel like sometimes, many times in playoff series, that if you get smoked in game one, you go back and look at the tape and you go, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this.
That's exactly what happened.
We can't let them do this, we can't let them do this. Whereas if you were the team that smoked them, what adjustments are you making? You're like, we won 120-95. Keep doing what we're doing, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it don't go like that. You still go in that film room and you still come up with some plays that hurt you throughout the game, like some of their little trickery out of bounds plays, some of their little tricky sideline out of bounds plays. You know, it might be a play that you know that they can see or hurt you down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? And they got all the coaches teach transition defense. So you're gonna show how good these players were playing. The momentum that those guys took on the offensive end, and you just keep guys engaged. You keep guys feeling good as they go into those shooting rounds, and and try to get more carryover from the first game to the second game. But no, you definitely going in there y'all going in there to look at some type of film, trust and believe.
Well, the crazy thing is, I mean, if Frank Vogel could just watch, you could just watch tape after tape of like they cannot get a rebound.
Nah, they can't, bro. They playing
can't get a
playing
rebound.
volleyball, TA.
Like seriously,
But-
can't get a
but
rebound.
What's surprising to me, they got Karl Anthony Towns sticking KD.
They do.
You get what I'm saying?
They do. It's
Like,
weird.
Like, how y'all not exploiting that matchup? Even if if you don't want KD to just flat out use all his energy, okay, well, let's run a KD pick and roll with Devin Booker, so you could get that switch now. Jaden McDaniels on Kevin Durant, and now you got Towns sticking Booker. Now Booker ISO, you go at a big. You get what I'm saying? Get to the line. Like, come on, you got to switch it up. And I think, like I say, the Minnesota hit first, man, and they at home, rightfully so. They took care of their business in the first game, but the goal is to just get one. That's how I'm thinking about Phoenix, but no.
Well, and you see some of these teams, right? You saw Minnesota, and like it's trite, but you're always going to hear like they came, they wanted it more. They were the more physical team. We got to be more physical in game 2. They came, we didn't come out with the same intensity they did. They were the more intense team. Everybody always says that, right, after game 1. But it is true. And we saw like the Clippers came out there to like steal people's lunch money, and the Timberwolves came out there to steal people's lunch. Like, I mean, they clearly were the more tenacious team.
And they got a lot to prove too, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, they young," you know what I mean? They're young, they're inexperienced, and this, that, and the other. But that's really putting a chip on their shoulder, letting them know that we have arrived. We've been the number 1 defense all year long. We got an all-star in Anthony Edwards.
Superstar, TA. Superstar.
I gotta put some respect on because he do got his own too. Got a superstar, Anthony Edwards, and who knows if Karl Anthony Towns wouldn't have got hurt, they probably would have been sitting in that number 1 spot. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, they got a lot to prove, man. I think they're a dangerous team, but Phoenix, they definitely got to pick it up. Those big 3, what's it called? The big 3: Bill, Durant, and Booker.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you think about the other? You talk about big 3, like the others for Minnesota is the one that kind of carried them, like Nas Reed.
Yeah, Alexander Walker was great.
He was huge, making the wide open 3s. You talk about Ant being good.
Hit a lot of big shots. I like Alexander. I didn't know who the hell Alexander was until that game.
He's cousins with that's SGA cousin, TA.
Is it?
Yeah, they're real life cousins, bro.
Yeah, they're real life cousins.
Not like cousins like we say you know how we do. But they real life cousins.
They're actual cousins.
They're real life cousins.
Thus the Alexander.
That's it, man. That's interesting.
And they're both hyphenated.
They both hyphenated. They both wear one leg sleeve on the left side. They look alike a little. If you look at them, they look a little,
They Canadian guy.
They're Canadians.
Yeah, they're both Canadians.
They're both Canadians.
And Nas Reed, the dog.
I wish
I
you
know.
could. I wish you
You
could be a
love Nas
Grizzly
Reed.
so bad.
You love Nas Reed.
I love Nas Reed, bro.
Nas Reed, the pick and pop guy. For sure. I love Nas Reed, man. Nas Reed, he plays his role very well.
He like the UTA, like the fans love him. Like the fans, like when he step on the court, it's Nas.
Yeah.
Nas.
He's like he's like the underground fan favorite.
Yeah, man.
You know
You gotta
what I mean?
watch out for Timberwolves, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's a scary team to be watching right now.
Yeah, and the Suns just looked. I mean, they are. We talked about it yesterday. They're the weirdest team. When it looks great, it looks unbelievable. But when it looks disjointed, I mean, it is ugly as hell. And they just look lame, and they look like they can't get a rebound, and they can't
Yeah.
It's bad.
They have so much offensive talent.
It's like
too.
it's like LA Fitness basketball. TA, you talking about the Dallas Mavs doing the your turn, your turn, your turn. It's Book, your turn, KD, your turn.
Every once in a while, I'll open Grayson Allen 3.
Exactly.
But
Bill-
Grayson Allen's now got a bum ankle.
So
I
it's
don't
like-
even know if he's playing.
So it's like Royce O'Neal, you take a shot.
Oh God, Josh Okogie.
Thad Young, you take a shot.
No, they're never letting Thad Young take a shot.
You know the only player that got a DMP in that first game?
Who?
David Roddy.
David Roddy's the only player? Damn.
Yeah, he went pretty close, man.
I think you gotta have a warm up on TA. It says DMP coach's decision.
Dude, some of these teams that got their ass kicked too, it's like there's no excuse because like you see players coming in and you're like, what? Dude, there was one. I promise you'll never see this guy again in life. There was a guy that go look it up in that Bucks Pacers game. The Bucks were up by 1,000 early, right?
Yeah.
Almost a 30-point lead in the first half.
Right.
Bro, Rick Carlisle put in a guy named Ben Shepherd.
Yeah, rookie.
Yeah, B. Shepard, yeah.
I have no idea who that person is. No idea. Ben Shepherd went to Belmont and said, Ben Shepherd could walk in this studio right now, and I have no idea who
He's
that
a
is.
first-round pick.
Sure.
What?
26th overall?
26th overall pick.
He played 9 minutes of literal nothing. You want to talk about deer in the headlights?
He looked like a
He
deer.
put Ben Shepherd in there like, where am I?
Oh.
You're in hell, Ben.
Two-time first team, well, because they changed conferences. So he was first team all OVC, then first team MVC, averaged 18.8 per games, points per game as a senior at Belmont.
Good for him.
Just slightly.
All right, TA, any thoughts on Pelicans OKC? That one's not till tomorrow night.
Man, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's all I can say, man. Is I'm gonna give the Pelicans some love. They fought through a little adversity. They made it into the playoff. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he looked real determined. That's another one of those teams we've been hearing all that noise about. We're young, we this, that, and the other. But those guys got a lot to prove, man. And when you got guys that's coming out there hungry, buying into what the system is taught from upstairs, man, that's a dangerous team, man. Real dangerous.
What if they? Because I know we talked about the Damian Lillard thing. What if? I mean, the Pels probably not talented enough to really push him. But what if a team decide, SGA, all right, you can get your points?
I think they are talented enough to push him.
I think they are too.
I do. I think that's going to be a longer series than people think it's going to be.
They take the ball at SGA, or they say SGA, you can get yours. But what's the best way you think they can defend them? Because it is a 7-game series now.
Ooh, defend SGA?
Yeah, because sometimes they let the stars get off and just make sure you cut the water off everybody else, or you double team SGA and see if he can get the ball up.
They made his life hell.
They did.
Herb Jones is nothing to be trifled with.
That's why I said that 28 he had, it wasn't no easy 28. Like he was hitting shots like he had to go through some of his bag to get to those shots. And I think they're doing a good job of what they're doing. It's just, like I say, they only won by 2. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm giving.
And McCollum missed a buzzer beater.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm the Thunder, I'm really excited about that.
It was a good look. And the other thing is they can't get a rebound. I mean, Valanciunas, Valanciunas had more offensive rebounds than the entire Thunder team. That's true. He had 9. They had 8. So it's like, even if you don't have the requisite offensive talent, it's one of those things where when we miss it, we get the ball back. Nance is flying around in there, and Valanciunas is flying around in there. And, I mean, they're pretty big. Man, if they had Zion, Thunder would be in a world of crap.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy Zion, I texted you last week, Tony. Dude, you called it, and you said Zion's going to get him over the hump last week when they were playing against the Lakers. And that was the most depressing thing ever. The guy had 40 and then goes out. And I will always believe that you would. I think you would have been right about that. I think that he was so unstoppable down the stretch that they would have won the last 3 minutes of that game because it was tied when he went out. I think they would have won the last 3 minutes and they would have been the team.
And that hamstring ain't nothing to play with. Boy, as soon as he pulled up, I said, ooh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling, man. And
Which is worse, hamstring, what Zion's going through, or calf, which is what Giannis is going through?
They pretty much the same.
You think
pretty
so?
much the same. I'm talking about it, like I told you, feel like that little sheet of paper that if you move, it feel like it's just ripping and ripping and ripping. But man, sorry for him, but man, I got SGA and them winning this series.
You were way ahead of the curve on the whole Giannis thing too when you told us, you're like, look, dude, he's not playing.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
You could cancel Christmas. He's not playing.
Hey.
He'll be back.
Kawhi Leonard, he's still they're just gonna keep listing him as questionable.
He's at shoot around today.
Yeah,
and he's at shoot around today, so he may show up and play tonight.
Apparently the line has moved expecting him to play. Because apparently this morning the line was Dallas -2.5 or -3. And when we did that, the line is now Clippers -1, -1.5.
All right, so you are another guy. Look, luckily, it wasn't lucky at the time, but now in retrospect, now that you're a media professional, you can speak to all manner of injuries. Another one, beyond a hamstring and a calf strain and every other injury that took place over the years, you also had knee inflammation, Tony.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so tell me what Kawhi Leonard's going through and ability to play extended amount of time when you have said knee inflammation?
And normally when that knee flare up, it's just a lot of just load on it, a lot of load management. Pretty much, you gotta take it easy because when it swell up, it's your body's talking to you. Your body telling you, hold on, it's enough, it's too much, I can't take this. And I used to have that frequently. Sometimes I would get it drained, you know what I mean? Wait about 3-4 days until I come back, get more strengthening into my leg. But man, that's nothing to play with because while it's swollen and you trying to play on it, you could possibly test something again. You get what I'm saying?
So wait, what is it? What is knee inflammation? Does your knee actually get bigger when you're talking about having to get it drained? And then take me through that. What is the process of getting it drained?
Well, they're gonna get one of those syringes.
Yeah.
They're gonna stick it in your knee. They're gonna push the thing, and you're gonna get all this little yellow fluid coming up out of it. It looks real disgusting. And
does it hurt like hell when you're getting the stuff extracted?
No.
The fluid coming out? No, it doesn't hurt like hell.
But it's a major relief. And so once you take it out, you go through the treatments of contrast, cold, hot tub. You probably might do Normatex. That's compressing it, making sure it don't re-swell. Doing a lot of massage therapy and just doing a little strengthening.
And then what? Does it just come back as soon as you start playing a bunch?
Yeah, and then you gotta get back on the court. You gotta get your rhythm back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, and then do you just start? Does it just get inflamed again?
I mean, possibly it can. My knee used to swell up throughout the year, like at least 2-3 times after the year.
How long can you make it? Like, let's say he's gone through all the treatment. He's gotten it. He's gotten fluid taken out. He's done like the hot and cold. He's done the stuff. How long can you make it before that thing's gonna swell up again? Can you make it to the playoffs?
That's why I say you got to look at it like load management. We played them 25 minutes today. You get what I'm saying? Probably we don't play them none but 20 minutes next game. You get what I'm saying? Well, he playing.
Do you think you'll be able to play 4 series?
For sure.
Oh,
that's what I said. Yeah, and that's what I said. They the way they got load management set up, trust me, they gonna use them as much as they gonna use them strategically. Okay, we might play them, sub them the first 3 minutes in the first quarter. Let them play the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. Let them play 6 minutes in the first minutes of the third quarter, and then don't put them back in till the last 6 minutes in the fourth. You get what I'm saying? They gonna strategically do it because you got to realize, man, the way Kawhi Leonard he play on both ends. He trying to stop you, he trying to dunk on you, and he definitely need that isolation game where he get at the mid-range post and pulling up. So it's a lot of pounding on his knee, man, and that's what pretty much make your knee swell up.
But you think you think he'll be able to play on it and be able to without it? I mean, obviously you can't know, everybody's different, but
I mean,
you don't think this is something where we're going to look at him, he's going to try to play on it, and then it's like, oh God, he tried to play on it, and now we're never going to see him again?
Nah, I don't think so. I just think they're gonna do a good job of managing his minutes. And I mean, hell, a 60% Kawhi Leonard is better than having no Kawhi Leonard. You get what I'm saying? And now that you got guys like Russ, James, and Paul, his presence on the court is valuable. It's a threat at all times, and any of those options, Coach Lou draw up. So I'd rather him be out there, though.
What terrible news for the Mavs,
I know,
right?
right?
I mean, to get your ass kicked without Kawhi Leonard, and then it's announced that Kawhi Leonard's coming back.
And I was thinking, hey, why not rest him? You know what I'm saying?
And just make sure he's fine because you've already gotten the first one.
Yeah, you got the first one. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's just foot on the neck, right?
Yeah.
Just don't even let these guys have life.
Yeah. Put Kawhi on Luka tonight and just, cut the water off right now.
And then if you want to sit him out game 3, you could sit him out game 3. Because that's usually the one. You're up 2-0, and that's usually the one the home team gets, right?
I don't like when teams do that, when they play with the game like that. Keep them in the game, man. Don't put your foot on his neck, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the gas to the pedal, man. Come on, man. Let's go. I don't like it.
It's going to be fun. These playoffs have been good.
It's been good so far. You didn't even bring up the Heat in the Boston series. We know that's.
I don't even talk about the Heat in Boston.
You see it's because the line, bro. You see the line for game 2?
For 15?
For tomorrow night, yeah. 14 and a half.
14 and a half.
I mean, they have no chance without Jimmy Butler.
No chance. No chance.
None.
No, it's brooms. Get the broom.
Yeah, it's sad.
If the Heat won a game in that series, it would be shocking.
Bro, look, say get the broom out.
Yeah,
Get the broom out, man.
Yeah. All right, Tony, stay safe. Hey, stay safe out in L.A. We'll
Hey,
see
you
you
going to
next week.
Rodeo, Tony? Get you some drip?
Rodeo. That's where the clothes and stuff at. No, I ain't going there. I might go to Cool Kicks, though.
Okay. All right. I know you know. You say you got the Grizzly hoodie. You ain't got no drip. So I know if you pull up to the game tonight, you gonna have.
Are you going on Paul or KG's thing while you're out there?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to doing that as well.
When are you doing that?
Y'all pretty much know my whole itinerary.
There you
I might
go.
as well
tap in.
just bring y'all guys down here. Y'all know.
You need a cameraman, T. I'm with you, bro. Hey, come on, pull up.
We might have to set that up. For sure, Kelly. Hey, the next time I come out here, I'm setting that up. TA's adventure in LA.
All right, stay safe. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks, Tony.
All right, later.
Tony Allen, the grind father himself, joining from L.A. I'm excited for these games that are going on today.
We're locked in, bro. And I love how you start so early too. So as soon as you get like comfortable, it's already the first game about to tip off.
And you know what? And I did not resent having to stay up so late last night because those games were amazing.
It was worth it.
It was actually ones that I wanted to talk about. I was like, dude, that was so awesome.
It was. That was an
Jamal
all-timer
Murray.
night. That was an all-timer night.
I thought we ain't got like a.
I was so worried that thing was going to go to overtime. I was like, oh, come on. Because I have to record after it.
Yeah, overtime would have been terrible. But no, that was like the other 2-pack was the best I've seen, like playoff games.
Oh my God.
In a long time.
Jalen, you got that picture I sent you earlier, like at the beginning of the show, the Murray thing. Joe Murphy won Picture of the Year. Right?
He did.
Dude, I think
For the Westbrook?
Yeah,
the Westbrook
I
last
think
year.
this shot of Jamal Murray, like the
Let me
frozen
see.
shot from across the court with dude. I don't know if there's a way to beat
Let me see if I can find a photographer
Beat
that
that
took the
photo.
photo.
Because you know what
what
happened.
and it looks so awesome.
You said who is it? You said it's the push. It's the crowd shot.
It's the shot from across the court, Adam.
Oh, that is
that. Like, how do you beat that
Yo,
photo right
that's like
there?
Jordan, bro.
That is. How is that not going to be the photo of the year? Whoever took that.
That's full extension,
Yes.
too. Look at AD. What can you do?
You can see the clock. .9. You can see the .9. He's about to release.
Man, it looks like he jumped high as hell on that jump.
No, it does, man.
Look how high it looks like he jumped.
Yeah, he got up for that shot. You got to get over AD, bro. That is the photo of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Because look at the people in the background.
You've got Jokic, LeBron also in the picture.
Yeah,
like, it's
that's
got
the-
everybody.
That's one I'd have blown up and in here in the studio
Yes.
within a day.
Yes.
Like Conchar blocking AD.
Yeah. That's one of the ones. You think Jokic's brother get in trouble for punches? Oh, that's a close-up shot of it. I like the wide shot. The wide shot's better.
Yeah, the wide shot is better.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that's boy. Jamal Murray, one of them ones. Shout out Playoff Murray, man.
Playoff Murray.
You think Jokic's brother gets in trouble for punching that dude in the crowd?
I mean,
dude, that dude ate that punch.
He
too.
did.
That's the most impressive thing, man.
That's
Took it.
incredible. Like, didn't even fall down.
Didn't fall down. Because, bro, I told you, I walked past them Jokic's brothers at the game, and they are not small humans.
No, dude.
They look like WWE like characters.
Not to be trifled with.
No. Neck tattoos. Yeah, you
You
don't
remember when they were like they were threatening to kill Marcus Morris?
Yeah, they hurt the Morris brother for like 2 years. Like Jokic did, because he ran into him, right?
Yeah. And Jokic ran into him, and the Morris guy was out for like a year. Like,
they're not to be trifled with.
yeah, man, you don't mess with like Eastern Europeans. No. Like it's there's levels to this.
Yes.
Ooh, it's got the noti. 8 years, $28 million for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, 8 years, $28 million from Nike, and
From
a signature
Nike?
shoe, and a shoe.
Wow.
Said Under Armour offered 4 years, $18 million, and Adidas offered 4 years, $6 million.
You see, where is it?
She got 8 years, 128.
28
No,
million.
28 million.
Oh.
28 million. Yeah, whoa. We haven't progressed that much as society yet, all right?
8 years, 28 million.
Yeah, for the SIG.
Wow.
And I know Nike gonna do her right because they've done well with the Sabrina shoe.
The Sabrina shoes are awesome.
Like
They
NBA
are,
players
man.
wear the Sabrina shoe. I know people made it was a whole fight about Asia not having the shoe. because she's like one of the best players in the league. But it's just like the NBA.
Yeah, that's really
guard sell shoes.
I know that was weird.
Guard
Asia
sell
Wilson
shoes.
plays like Tim Duncan.
Yeah, guard sell shoes.
Nobody wanted Tim Duncan shoes.
She has a good personality off like online.
Yeah, but nobody wanted Tim
nobody
Duncan
wants
shoes.
Joel Embiid shoes. Nobody wants Jokic shoes or Hakeem Olajuwon or David Robinson. Like they
guard sell shoes, bro. And I know people are gonna do the.
KG had his own Adidas shoes back in the day. Like, dude, nobody buys them. Like,
You should have had Skylar Diggins or somebody. Tamika Kelly should have had a signature shoe back then.
Yeah, ain't nobody buying Domantas Sabonis shoes.
No, nobody. Nobody's buying the Sabonis ones.
But they'll buy some Foxes.
But I saw the first model of the Caitlin Clark. I hope that's not what they go with.
Well, she was wearing those Kobe the Bruce Lees.
The Bruce Lees, yeah, she's rocking the Bruce Lees a lot.
So hopefully it'll be like a low like that, right?
That's the thing, like lows sell now.
Yes.
Like just like the May lows.
Yeah, the new Edwards lows that was the best shoe ad ever. I mean, his performance again won.
In the lows.
It's crazy.
Shout out.
Crazy.
Man.
I'm excited for these games tonight.
Yeah,
for sure.
we locked in. It was 3 games tonight?
3 games tonight.
Yep.
6:30 starts with the T-Wolves and the Suns.
Nice. Thanks to Tony Allen. Thanks to John Roser across the glass. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, we gone.